All right. So for those of you that are following Howling Mine on YouTube and my content in general, we're trying a Noxious Revival today. We're trying copies of Cascade Bluffs so we can turn 1 Spirit Guide, Cascade Bluffs, Boomerang, and Eye to Nowhere on the draw. We're at 4 Runeflare Trap. Because we have Cascade Bluffs in my deck, I'm up to 4 Anger of Gods in the board, but pretty similar to the last build we played other than that. Forgotten Glory with the 4-month tier 2 resub. Thank you for re-upping that big sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. 10 gigs, that's impressive. Usually, is that possible? No, it's a 32-bit application, right? It shouldn't be possible for a 32-bit application to use that much memory. This hand unfortunately doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't have boomerangs and it doesn't have any cards that draw cards, so I'm pretty obligated to mulligan this. This hand has a turn 1 Howling Mine and a Scry, so we're going to snap this right on off here, looking for another land. I'm going to bottom the Spirit Guide because it's worse than a land. So hopefully we hit a land here. There's a donation link down below the stream, or you can cheer bits and let me know in the cheer that you're cheering them for owls. That's true, Justin, but if we did surgical memes every day, they wouldn't be special anymore. I guess if I kept that Spirit Guide and there was a land underneath that I could have turned 2 Fevered Visions, which there was, so that's sad. There was another Spirit Guide anyways, because we're just destined to play this Fevered Visions on 2. Yeah, there should definitely be 4 Spirit Guides in this deck. One of the things we're still looking to figure out is, are these Runeflare Traps enough win conditions to allow us to win the game? Tarmogoofy, sure. So we're looking to draw another land here in our 2 draw steps, so that way we can Eye to Nowhere plus Runeflare Trap them next turn. Boomerang. All right, we're just gonna Eye to Nowhere this Blood Crypt. I'm not saying every day, I'm just saying let me put them on the list. All right, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. These are my cards. Oh, they're Inquisitioning themselves. Love it. Love it. They Inquisitioned themselves. They're Inquisitioning themselves again. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. Your jib is cut in an interesting and amusing direction. That's phenomenal. Double Inquisition myself. Yes. Yes, that's fantastic. Love it. All right. That's phenomenal as well. Let's Eye to Nowhere this Tarmogoyf back to their hand. Maybe I was supposed to Exhaustion them there. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I think I was supposed to Exhaustion them there, actually. OP is a buff when they're using the whole Buffalo, right? Well, this trap's about to deal a lot of damage here. This trap, they realized our deck has nothing of value in it. They don't have a Thoughtseize. They're very dead. Ooh, boo. That's bad for us. All right, so we need to find a way to get them to draw an extra card so we can Runeflare Trap them. So Vision Skeins is lethal. That's Exhaustion. That's that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and Boomerang this land back to their hand. Jeff, could we put 2 decks in 1? Surgical Owl, nobody will. It's just... I do have double Exhaustions here, that's true. I want to remand their play this turn, though. We definitely want to remand their play. Yeah, definitely want to remand that. Definitely want to remand that one. Looking for Vision Skeins to kill them next turn. Boomerang, also decent. What's going on, Young Dingo? Howling Mine also does it. There's a Vision Skeins. All right, so this is our kill for those that haven't seen Runeflare Trap before. So opponent's going to draw up to 8 cards. They're going to draw up to 10 cards. We're going to double Runeflare Trap them during their draw step. They're gonna drop to 11 cards, actually, right? So play the Vision Skeins. They go to 11 cards in hand. Just like, aha, opponent, you've activated my trap card. Activated my trap card. And this is why I don't have owls in the deck, because I feel like I can just kill them with Runeflare Traps most games. We'll see, though. We'll see. Getcha. Haha! A victory. Luck skill victory. You thought about the Locust God? I have. That's actually on my list of... And let me make sure it's on my list of owl ideas. Locust God. Lotus God. Locust God. When this deck gets going, it's very, very powerful and hard to stop. You probably wanted to fetch first in case of drawing double Steam Vents. Yeah, that's true, Zach. Good call. Good call. Do I want to change anything here? I feel like on the draw, I just want to click submit here. On the play, I might want Blood Moons, but I feel like our deck's just like pretty okay set up here. Call to heal. I don't know what that does. Return target card to its owner's hand. Its controller draws a card. That's funny. I'm gonna write that down. Call to heal. Thank you for the suggestion. This hand doesn't do enough, right? This hand doesn't do enough. Just like no. If we get a second mana source, we get to Vision Skeins, then we get to Fevered Visions. This is probably too risky on the draw. We have 23 mana sources. I just don't like Mulligan against a deck full of discard spells. It is only creature. That's true. That's true. I think I'm supposed to play Catch and Release. This is similar, but it gets a Scry. I mean, if it were Boomerang instead of Unsummon, it would be just like super busted, right? We'll see how aggressively they fetch basic lands here. Yeah, so like I'm glad I didn't bring in Blood Moon. I'm not sure I'm gonna want Blood Moon for game 3 if they're fetching basics aggressively, especially since our main deck's pretty good against them. Land, please. Ding. I'm just gonna stick the Howling Mine here. They have removal for it. They have removal for it. If they have like Abrupt Decay, then they won't have Abrupt Decay for this, which is nice. Liliana, that's fine. I'm gonna bin Remand here, I think. Because Boomerang lets me take these things off the table. Yeah, I would love... Arcane Denial would be the nut in this deck. Ding. Getting pretty well set up here. Do you have any favorite bands? Paramore is probably one of my favorites. Hayley Williams has a great voice. I'm probably binning Boomerang here. Gonna bin both Boomerangs here. Oh, they made themselves discard a card. Deal. Deal. Wait, they're definitely plussing this, right? The problem with Bellerin is that we just don't have enough, that's the word I'm searching for. We don't have, Vision Skeins. So do I want to Vision Skeins during their draw step to kill their Liliana? That'll put them with the 6 cards in hand, and the Runeflare Trap can kill the Lily. I guess that potentially leaves us dead to this Tarmogoyf, right? plus the Raging Ravine. Because the Tarmogoyf will go up 2. No, that leaves us at 1. No, I think I need the Visions to enable the Runeflare Traps, right? I think I need... I could also just, like, Visions and then trap them for 6 down to 13. And then if I hit another Runeflare Trap, I could potentially kill them in 2 turns. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to ignore the Liliana. I think I'm supposed to ignore the Liliana. If we need to deal with the Liliana, we can Boomerang her later. Trap cannot hit creatures. I could kill the Planeswalker, though. Kranos is expensive, but it's a card that could potentially be good. I don't know. The problem is that, like, Spirit Guide's pretty good, because it means I can trap twice here. They play out 2 instants, I'm going to be sad. They like Abrupt Decay plus Bolt or Bolt Bolt. They'd have Command plus Bolt. They're making themselves discard a card. That's smart. Opponents played this game really well. So yeah, so that's Def happening. Do I want to put Liliana to 1? Putting Liliana to 1 seems pretty terrible. Putting Liliana to 1 seems really terrible. So I still, like, have to deal with her. Oh, yeah, that's the line. I was definitely supposed to trap in response to the K command. Yep. Yep, that was definitely the line. Thank you for pointing that out, JPW. Can you finish her with Fevered Visions? I won't be able to finish her with Fevered Visions because they're going to get to use her to discard a card and they can still play a land for the turn. Close. Close, but no cigar. And yeah, I don't think I want to... I guess Blood Moon shuts off their creature lands, too. They only fetched 1 basic that game, and we could just turn 2 Moon on the play. This is probably a Moon matchup, right? I think Miracles are really bad when we're drawing multiple cards a turn. Chunky Buddha! Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the bits. Do we want the moons? I feel like I want the moons on the play. But I don't know what else I want to cut other than this Noxious Revival. Yeah, I just don't think there's enough room, JPW. We also want to be spending our early turns doing things like Boomeranging, so we just don't have a lot of setup. Nah, Cryptic's really good. Cryptic's really good. It's pretty fantastic. Hey, Apple Tunes, 4 months already. How did I know that happened? Looking forward to Hoogle Out. It's gonna be Hoogle Hoot, I think, but thank you. Thank you for the 4-month resub. No, the Boomerangs are great on the play. We just want to, like, bounce their lands back into the Stone Age. Maybe if I'm Blood Mooning them, I could cut an Exhaustion. No, we're not cutting Spirit Guides while we're bringing in Blood Moons. That's really bad. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna do this. Yep. Hand's great. Gay Vico with the $3 donation. Can I get a dab for the owl memes? Is it? I have to do the. Is it that? I don't actually know what a dab is. Can I? Is that close? Does that count? Can someone in chat who understands what a dab is tell me if I've done it successfully? Yep, we're gonna wear the costume during the stream for sure. I think I just play this Howling Mine on 2. I don't know, I'm probably supposed to Boomerang them, right? I guess they might take the Boomerang depending on what they're doing. I think I'm just supposed to get this effect into play. If we get like Grudged or Decayed, it's whatever. I really doubt my kids are going to watch all of my videos. This is going to be a basic forest. I'm going to hate myself for having boarded in 2 Blood Moons. Yep. Yeah, I just shouldn't have done that. Hopefully we don't draw them. They don't have Decay here. I'm feeling pretty good. Collective Brutality, sure. They take the Exhaustion. Okay, we'll see what we do there. Remand is a great draw. Pretty fantastic draw. It's definitely doing that next turn. Man, we've been sitting for 3 hours this stream. I should probably stand my fat butt up. I did legs at the gym this morning, so I was a little bit sore to start, but we've come through. No, I think just like fetching basics, and that's why I'm not a huge fan of Blood Moon against decks like Jund, where they have like 1 red color in their deck already. Like, they probably don't have any 1-mana green cards here, so next turn is probably just gonna be like Boomerang this plus hold Remand up. The webcam frame be a birdhouse. That's a good idea. Hope everyone enjoyed the ride up in chat. Like, it's the gym. No wonder the ankles are so toned. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we have to kill them with fevered visions now? Maybe there should be owls in our deck just to play around surgicals. I don't do things like deadlifts. Well then. Well, that's a good draw. We have Spirit Guide beats, right? We don't have enough artifacts for Molten Psyche. The Owl is definitely better than something like Molten Psyche. Now, I should probably just be 1 to 2 owls in the deck to play around Surgical. Not having owls is almost certainly wrong, I think. That's unfortunate. I get to take my Boomerang here. Or maybe I should just like board in Thing in the Ice proactively. It looks like they've cut most of their removals. Like boarding in Thing in the Ice proactively is probably not unreasonable. They cut the Boomerang, so they're probably sticking a Tarmogoyf here. Little do they know we have so many bounce spells. No, I think having tapped lands in our 20 land deck is bad. You play Visions or you play around Maelstrom Pulse here? I don't know, that's a good question. It's a good question. I feel like I'm just supposed to jam it, especially with these remands in my hand. Feel like with these remands I'm just supposed to jam it. Because, like, I just want to, like, fill their hand up ASAP, right? Like, find Boomerangs and Exhaustions to, like, keep them locked out. If we, like, chain some Exhaustions together, we could be in a really good spot here. So, like, remember, these are going to fill our hand up, too, which usually gives us gas. Usually gives us gas. We did talk about Commandeer. The problem is, I don't feel like Commandeer solves the common problems that I feel like this deck has. Well, we have a Noxious Revival that I boarded out like an idiot, so there's that. Well, that just dealt a bunch of damage to them, so that's great for us. There's a Boomerang. That's also great for us. Another Fevered Visions. Man, could we win this game? This game feels like it could maybe be winnable. I think I'm waiting a turn to play that one, because I want to hold up double Remand. Boomerang this rather than discard a card. Well, I guess Boomerang could technically protect me from Maelstrom Pulse too, right? It's gonna be a Bloodbraid Elf, Liliana. Let's just send that one back where it came from, shall we? And then, like, we hit an Exhaustion effect here. Cryptic Commands are also very good. I boarded out an Exhaustion, didn't I, for this stupid Blood Moon? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, they're down to 8. We are definitely ahead at this current point in time. Not a lock, but we're ahead. So do I want to play this Blood Moon? It, like, cuts them off of the amount of spells they can play, right? So I play this, and then I can hold a Remand up still. So I'm going to do this. Actually, am I supposed to Eye to Nowhere here? Slam Moons and just hold up Remand? Yeah. You think it's just Slam Moons and hold up Remands? I agree. Just, like, get them out of this game that way. So they're at 8, so we only need to keep them from killing us for 2 more turns here. They're cut off of double spelling, potentially. I just need to keep them from Maelstrom pulsing my Fevered Visions, right? If they want to Abrupt Decay of Fevered Visions, they're going to have a bad time. Maybe I should have played another Fevered Visions there. I probably should have played another Fevered Visions there, actually. I think that was the line. Actually, if they Abrupt Decay one of these, I'm going to Vision Skeins in response, so I could potentially, hit one of my 2 Boomerangs that are left. What are currently my favorite decks in Modern? Howling Mine and Temur Kiki are my two of my favorite decks in Modern right now. Which we're actually going to play the Temur Kiki deck in the league after this one. Yeah, they can't recast Pulse now, that is correct. Abrupt Decay is uncounterable, so we can't remand that one, unfortunately. Yeah, our Boomerangs also stop Pulse. This is a Bloodbraid Elf, Fulminator Mage. Yeah, that's fine, right? Well, these Eye to Nowheres are sorceries. Keep that in mind, chat. So these are sorceries, so I can't use this to save my Fevered Visions. I can Vision Skeins into a Boomerang potentially here, though. Ding. This is gonna put my opponent to 6 here. Because they're gonna take a hit from this. And then next turn we can go visions with the Spirit Guide. We could die to bolts here. We could definitely die to bolts. Huh. We could definitely die in a flurry of lightning bolts here. That being said, I think I'm just supposed to go visions, and then pass. No, I mean, we could die to bolts on their next turn, chat. We could die to bolts on their next turn. Well, if I bounce their creature, I can't play another Serum Visions out here. I think I just want to play the other Fevered. I think I just want to play the Fevered Visions. This is a close game. These games always feel really close. Yeah, I don't want to turn their creature lands back on. Just like, need to not get Maelstrom pulsed here, need to not get bolted out. Which they've only played one bolt, so like there is a chance we get bolted out. Now we're gonna play Team Rikiki in the league after this one. Deal, you got my land. More monkeys, yep. All of the monkeys are belong to me. Hopefully they Maelstrom pulse me. Hopefully they Maelstrom pulse me, assuming there's nothing I can do about it, and we just get to like pitch Spirit Guide, Remand them, and win the game. Yeah, we're only dead to triple bolt now, that's true. It's been a close game. Yeah, like if we just had like one Ebony Owl in our deck, we probably would have killed them. So there should probably be 1 to 2 Ebony Owl in the deck. Yeah, I think boarding in Blood Moons against Jund is wrong. I think most good Jund players are going to play through the Blood Moon, play around it. So we'll see what they have here. All right, what do you got, opponent? What do you got? Ha-ha! You've activated my trap card! Please be dead. 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 Okay, they could draw bolts before these Fevered Visions kill them. So if they have one bolt and one of the first 2 Fevered Visions draws them a bolt here, we could lose here. We could lose. Close set either way. How long are we going to be streaming for today? I plan to stream probably another 4 hours or so. Please be dead. Please be dead. Please don't be slow rolling me. Please don't be slow rolling. Yes! Victory for the Owls! God bless you, Mana Monkey. God bless you. God bless you and all of the degenerate remandy things you provide. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out here today. Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer, and we stream pretty much all Constructed Magic on this channel. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. If you have Amazon Prime, if you link that to your Twitch account, that means you have Twitch Prime included for free, and it gives you a free subscription to a channel of your choice every month. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hogan PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix and you. Anaronix likes to remind you to at the very least hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it lets other people know where to find my stuff. I stream lots of different times, and I always try to make sure to put the names of the decks I'm going to be playing that day in the stream title, so it can let you know if you want to catch it live or what you should look forward to on the YouTube channel later. We did win the last game. Opponent had 1 bolt and put us to 2, and they did not find an additional bolt to finish us off. This hand is really sad on the draw, like most of our hands, but it's definitely a keep. Definitely a keep. I think Twitch had a giant hiccup there. We lost a bunch of viewers. A bunch of people are saying like error 2000 or something like that. So I think that was definitely, I didn't drop any frames or anything like that on my end. So I think Twitch definitely, yeah, we just lost like half the people. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully people refresh. Yeah, Twitch crapped itself. This is why I record locally. Dang it, Twitch! We had so many viewers, Twitch! We had so many viewers for such a great ending! Oh, we had so many viewers for such a great ending to that first match with the deck. I am not a sports guy. It's not something I keep track of at all in any way, shape, or form. No, I don't think you want to splash more colors. I think you'd rather have access to Blood Moon, and splashing colors is less free than people think it is a lot of the time, I think. File for Twitch reimbursement. Oh, lordy. When Newmont signed off, we shot up to over 2,000 people, and now we've dropped to less than 700. If this is Burn, I'm probably gonna just concede because we can never beat Burn. Just so people understand. Yeah. So, one of the things people do incorrectly a lot of the time, I feel, when they're building new decks in Modern, or working on decks in Modern, is they don't understand that there are some matches, some small amount of matches that you should just give up. You should punt them, because even if you put 12 cards in your sideboard, you're not going to have a better than 50% matchup against them. And putting 12 cards in your sideboard to make a 10% matchup be a 50% matchup is not a good use of your sideboard slots in a format like Modern. No, Chalice out of the sideboard. Go look at the average Burn deck and look at how many 1s and 2s it's had. It's actually pretty evenly split. It's actually, and here's the problem. We kill our opponent by making them draw their cards. They're going to be able to play their cards. They're going to have lands, and they're going to be able to play their cards. It's like our game plan loses to their game plan. Go look at a Burn deck. Don't take my word for it. Go pull up a Burn deck from a random 5-0 or a GP whatever, open, etc. Correct. I would play it out in paper, and I would try and play for my 10 percentage points. I would play for my 10 percentage points in paper. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen in paper. If we run into Burn, and that's a big if. Like, again, Burn's one of the best decks in Modern right now, but that means it's 10% of the format. If that, probably less. Please be Dredge. Please be Dredge or something else. God bless. Temple Garden. Good on you, opponent. Wild Nakatl. Yep, see, Wild Nakatl aggressive decks, these are matches we can play. These are matches where I have a board plan that's reasonable. We have Thing in the Ice and Anger of the Gods and Blood Moon against the Tribal Flames variations. Remand literally anything here. Probably gonna stick the Fevered Visions. Yeah, I don't want to start exhausting them until I have a draw card on the board to try and gain some advantage. What's going on, Chad? Howdy, howdy. Double Boomerang's not bad. A Destromator, Mininator with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. So Mantis Rider's pretty bad for us here. Whichever one is closer. Whichever one my wife told me to go to. Walmart or Target. Whichever one my wife said is having the better sale that week. We are not at 1K sub points. We're currently at 981. 981. Hey, speaking of sub points, the Phoenix Wolf with the tier 1 3-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. A quarter of a year. I appreciate the continued support. Transmuting for those cards is really slow. You'd much rather just like draw them. Like, I'd much rather just have more mine effects. Okay, well that's not a Mantis Rider, so that's good for us. This is a Tarmogoofy. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and Exhaustion them this turn. I can fetch a tapped land myself. That's kind of appealing. I could go Boomerang here. Yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna go Boomerang. I think regular Howling Mine effects are better than Vision Skeins. Well, so Vision Skeins is better at enabling Trap, right? Like, that's the idea. And also, like you're saying, I should play tap out things instead of an instant to enable my instance. Like, that doesn't feel like it makes sense to me. Hopefully they just play Bloodbraid Elf here, and then we get to go, like, land, Exhaustion, Howling Mine. We actually added a Noxious Revival this league as a potential way to have a 5th trap, which seems sweet. I think Sudden Impact is really expensive and clunky. Yeah. Sudden Impact's really expensive and clunky. So hopefully this is a BBE into like something that doesn't matter. And then like the Fevered Vision plus Exhaustions plus Howling Mines, we can eventually find like a Vision Skein, or we can eventually find a trap to kill them. We are 250 away from 260 away from an all-owl 12-hour stream. An all-owl 12-hour stream. If we hit that goal, it'll be a 12-hour stream that weekend, the 31st or the 1st. Probably the 31st, I think. So what am I supposed to do here? I think I'm just supposed to play this, play Exhaustion, take my 6, and then we get 1 draw, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a trap, so we'll be able to kill them next turn. We should be able to kill them next turn with Vision Skeins plus trap. I guess they could double bolt us in response if we don't draw what's it called? If we draw another Vision Skeins, we could actually, so we're looking to draw an Exhaustion, Vision Skeins, Cryptic Command, those kinds of things. I don't think Cryptic does it, actually. I'm looking for Vision Skeins or Exhaustion here, ideally. Yeah, Gemstone Caverns was clunky and awkward. No, Legacy's too brutal and efficient for a deck like this. Legacy's too brutal and efficient. Oh. And this is why this card seems really sweet, right? Now I get to just go ahead and put this Exhaustion on top of my deck here. And now we get to draw it. That was kind of great. That was kind of great. Get to put our Exhaustion back on top of our deck. Well, I could also hard cast Trap. Yeah, you're right. I could hard cast Trap. Thank you for pointing that out. All right. So our game 1 plan here is we got there, but I don't actually think it's very good on average. So I'm going to go ahead and board in these 11 cards. I'm going to cut this Noxious Revival. I'm going to cut these Remands. What else do I want to cut? I think these bounce spells are pretty bad on average. Do I want to trim the Howling Mine effects? Maybe I just trim 2 Spirit Guides. That effect's just like okay on the draw. I think that's how I want to do it. Yeah, I think this is fine. These are, yeah, I think this is good. Oh, I had Mikokoro. Yeah, you're right. I had a lot of lines there. No, they don't actually have that many 1-mana spells. They have some, but like not a ton. So I think this is how I want to board. We did win that game. If you hit the 2K goal, will you set something at 2,500? Maybe? Unsure. I'd have to think of something good. This is a pretty easy mulligan here. It's decent. I'm gonna bottom a trap. We're looking for interactive cards to start this game off. So, Cryptic is basically Time Walk, is the way you need to think about it. So, I like Cryptic Command because it's effectively a Time Walk a lot of the time. It's Time Walk, draw a card. Yeah, the Noxious Revival is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I could see a second Noxious Revival being better than the 4th trap, because like a lot of the times it's gonna be another trap when we need it, right? This is exactly like we drew it up here. To curve thing into anger. Red trap is how we kill our opponent most games. Alright, hopefully they just play some more poopers that die to this anger. Even Goyf dies to this anger at this point, right? I don't have any tattoos, and I don't plan to make the first one an owl stream based on Twitch money. $500 is not enough for me to get a tattoo, sorry. How many cupcakes are you buying Christy with the owl money? Asking the important questions. Play another thing that dies. Play another thing that dies to anger. Play another thing that dies to anger. Rats. We're so unlucky, chat. I only had one thing that died. One more thing that dies to anger. That's sad, but like not the end of the world. Like that did gain us 3, right? Like they 1-for-1'd our thing in the ice while we 3-for-1'd everything else. I mean, there's definitely a price for self-mutilation, but I don't know what it is offhand. Watsy stole my money. Hey, GM Miller with the 4-month resub. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna play this and pass. If they don't play anything, I'll probably end step Boomerang this, so then we can Cryptic it on the way back down. Well, I don't think the Jund matchup needs help, and I think boarding ley lines just for burn is narrow. And like, I don't really think I want to draw a bunch of dead cards in a lot of games, because like, we draw a lot of cards every game, so we're gonna like draw a bunch of ley lines. Alright, so we're just gonna send this one back from whence he came. Huh. I'm gonna hold that for now. I think I want to be able to counter this Goyf with the Cryptic Command. Just a record. We are 1-1. We beat Jund, and I conceded to burn on turn 1 because we're never beating burn. We are currently up a game in this third match. Our foil lands are so great, aren't they? They're beautiful. So Goyf's one of the few threats I can't clear with an Anger of the Gods, so holding Cryptic for it feels worthwhile. I don't think Dredge is unwinnable. I think I've got 4 Angers and 4 Thing in the Ice in my sideboard, so Dredge sounds like a fine matchup. Our opponent is playing Tribal Zoo. Molten Rain. That's rude. That's really rude. Your move, Yugi boy. Your move. Ha ha! Victory! Modern's fun, interactive type format, where both players get to play their cards, and there's some back and forth. There's some back and forth. It's actually so much fun. We're definitely working on some of the details, but the core of what's going on here can win some games for sure. Currently 2-1, conceding the unwinnable matchup. The Cian's great. What about Hex? We're gonna stream some Hex later this week. I think I'm gonna do a couple of afternoon Hex streams, like start around noon after Jake gets home from school. Oh man, this is not the burn player we conceded to earlier. That's sad. I don't really, right? Nah, I don't. I think it is just worthwhile to concede for life value. Just, nah. I think I'm fine to be on the lose to burn to plan. Yeah, see everyone. Yeah, if anyone who's going to be in Cincinnati this weekend, I'm playing my first paper Magic tournament for the first time in like 3 months, or like 9 months, almost a year. So I am looking forward to shuffling some cardboard in Cincinnati. Yeah, but then we gotta win one on the draw too. It like helps, but it's not enough on its own. We don't have the tools to beat burn, and the amount of cards you need to beat burn out of the board just aren't worthwhile. I could see Sun Droplet being okay. Dragon's Claw is kind of narrow. Dragon's Claw is not good when your deck doesn't have a bunch of red spells in it. Maybe like Chalice plus Blood Moon could beat burn, because Blood Moon cuts them off of most of their 2-mana spells and Chalice cuts them off their 1-mana spells. No, I'll make them play it out at the open. I'll play for my 10% when I don't have another match to play. But like when you're playing Magic Online, like there's no like sitting there playing for your 10% is just gonna like leave you frustrated a lot of the time. So I play Magic to have fun, so I'm not gonna play those frustrating matches when I could just be doing something else. Turn 1 Howling Mine, turn 2 start boomeranging your lands. This is the nut draw, chat. If you are wondering, if you are sitting there at home wondering, does Hogland's modern deck have a nut draw? Feast your eyes. Feast your eyes. Yeah, I think Sun Droplet might be okay because it is just a generically fine card. Just a generically fine card. Oh, a tapped land, you say? Tapped land, says you, opponent. It'd be a darn shame if someone were to do something to said tapped land. Can we beat a Martyr of Sands? That's the question that's been posed to us all. Can we beat a Martyr of Sands, chat? We're gonna try. It's gonna be a fun challenge. It's gonna be a fun challenge. I think I'm just letting this happen. I think I'm letting this happen. It is going to be a long game. We're going to draw a lot of cards, I think. It's Noxious Revival. Bodes well for us, I think. Let's get this Fevered Visions into play. Deck in Stone. Yep, definitely don't need that one. Alright, there's a trap card. Switching to the mill plan. I don't know that mill's actually a winnable plan here. Oh, they're gonna get to do this turn, right? I wasn't thinking about that. Definitely wasn't thinking about that. So now we're gonna take 6 here. Have another Martyr of Sands in their hand. Yeah, I've definitely punted this. Yeah, I'm just gonna 8 them with this trap, I think. You did a Boomerang or a Cryptic Command or an Exhaustion. We hit none of those things because we're very unlucky. Oh, you know what? I can Noxious Revival... I can Noxious Revival this Boomerang, right? Let's do that. So we'll draw a Boomerang here with the Fevered Visions. Sure. That's a really complicated question. That's not one you can answer just by like saying you should always do this or always not do this. It's one of the things that makes Magic kind of interesting, right? Like, I can't just like tell you you should always do one thing or the other. I think I'm gonna activate Mikokoro here. Anger of the Gods and Thing in the Ice are gonna be real good out of our sideboard. Yep. I'm gonna pop this to make this bigger. I'm going to Mikokoro to try and hit a Boomerang here, but if we don't, we're dead. Exhaustion, it's not gonna do it. I think Monastery Siege is kind of narrow. I think I'd rather just have more Howling Mine effects. Chalice on one's actually pretty good, right? All their important cards cost 1. I'm gonna cut this Noxious Revival. I'm gonna cut these Remands. Is Exhaustion good enough here? Is Exhaustion good enough here? It's probably fine, right? This feels like it's probably not a Simian Spirit Guide matchup. Leave a Remand in. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this, see how it feels. Milwaukee's a solo event. I would not sell myself or whatever you want to call it at a team event. I think that'd be rude to my teammates. No, I think this is a matchup where we can just like play Chalice on one later and be fine. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is a matchup where I need Chalice for one-on-one. I think just like Chalice for one eventually is fine. Sounds pretty good. No, I plan to put Chalice on one, so I think the Noxious is pretty bad. Although maybe you could argue that, like, if I have Chalice on one, I can afford to draw Dead Noxious. There really aren't that many color protection effects in Modern, so I don't think that's super relevant. I think I want to get this going, because, like, we're not going to take counters off the Thing in the Ice super quickly anyway, so I might as well, like, get my engine going. They're going to start killing us super quickly here. Unless they don't have 4 white cards in their hand. Maybe they don't. Probably do. Wow, okay, sweet. It's good for us. Play this out. Play the Steam Vents tapped. Chalice also cuts off Path to Exile as their way to kill Thing in the Ice if they saw them in their deck post board. Next turn I can go Thing plus Eye to Nowhere, send this back to their hand. Assume this is going to put them over 30. They have at least 3 cards. They have Rule of Law. That's cute. They left Ghostly Prison in their deck. That's funny. So this is actually interesting. Do I want to... Yeah, I probably want to flip the Thing in the Ice at the same time. It's actually kind of a question. Do I want to flip them simultaneously, or do I want to flip them at different timings? Like, I could definitely see there being merit to, like, flipping them one spell off of each other, potentially. I mean, to be fair, they probably just, like, don't have a lot of cards that are good, so, like, boarding and Rule of Law when a lot of their cards are bad seems fine. Yeah. They just left up a bunch of mana. Weird. I'm going to play this tapped and pass the turn here. I think I'm going to take the hit from this and then end step, bounce it, draw a card. Oh, they did discard a Declaration in Stone last game. That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Good memory. Another one of those really sucks for us. Okay. Yep. I think I'm going to bounce a land now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go bounce a land. I'm going to go bounce your Field of Ruin here, draw a card. Vision Skeins is sweet. Because what Vision Skeins allows me to do is it means I can flip these Thing in the Ices on their turn, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and go return turn. And actually, the Rule of Law is going to be, like, pretty good for us, right? Because, like, they're only going to be able to play out one thing a turn now. And I kind of wish that I would have kept... one of these. Like, remember when I said earlier, do I want these to flip at the same time or different timings? I kind of wish they were flipping one after another. So that way, yeah, Rule of Law is going to be really good for us. I kind of wish I could, like, have one of these to flip next turn. So that way, I could, like, send their thing back to their hand that they played again. So, like, now I have to draw a bounce spell here. And ideally, it needs to be Boomerang or Cryptic Command. So that way, I can play it on their turn. So I can play this Chalice on one. Because, like, yeah, because, like, if I would have waited on this, if I would have waited on the sequencing earlier when I talked about it, I could have, I could Chalice on my turn and Vision Skeins on their turn and send the Sarah, send it back to their hand, which seems like it would be great for us. And, like, this has flying, so, like, I need an answer to this or I'm dead. So, like, my sequencing could definitely cost me this game. They have a Path to Exile on their deck still. That's kind of a tilt. I guess, again, they have Rule of Law in their deck, so, like, they probably don't have a lot of cards for this matchup. So, Fevered Visions lets me see one less card than Vision Skeins. I guess I start by just attacking with this Awakened Horror and see where that gets me. Probably just gets me dealing 7, yeah. So, I think I just have to do this to give myself the best chance to get out of this. And we bricked, so I'm dead. Oh, Trap would have put them below 30. No. No, it wouldn't have. No, that's wrong. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have, yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So we had 2 unwinnable matchups in Burn. I think I can't trap on their turn. They have to draw 3 cards for a trap to work, chat. I have to draw 3 cards for a trap to work. This was not a Hoagland conceded while missing it. You can't trap in the draw step on 1 Howling Mine. That's not how Magic worked. So if I would have that turn 4, when I almost played my bounce spell before the Awoken Horror, thinking that the bounce trigger was going to be relevant, I could have hard cast it and put them to exactly 30 while they had 8 cards in their hand. But if you have 30 or more, I still die. So that's not an option. I could have not played Vision Skeins and like tried to trap during their draw step, hoping they don't have an instant. Like, that seems really narrow and loose. So like they have 8 cards, so I could have done it during their draw step, and if they don't have an instant, then we get to get them for 1. But again, this is like a play to win versus a playing to lose more slowly line, and I think trying to find an actual answer to their card is playing the play to win line. I think ultimately I want to look back at this game and go, I should have bounced and then played the second ones. Yeah, we wouldn't have scheened either. Yeah, they would have had way less cards. Yeah, they would have been much above 30. Correct. Yeah, they only had 6 cards. Yeah, so like my line was definitely very correct. The mistake I made that game was not was my sequencing on turn 4. So we went like 2-1 in matches actually played, which is not terrible. I think I want some owls. I think I want some owls in the deck. Yeah, I probably should have countered one of them. I don't know. I felt like I needed to get the Chalice of the Void down to win the game regardless, so I needed to just have that happen. So maybe I should have... Like, I still end up in the same spot. Like, I was dying to 1 Serra Ascendant. Like, the second Serra Ascendant in their hand was completely irrelevant, so I don't actually think what you're talking about mattered. I think bouncing and drawing a card was better because I was trying to find velocity, which they could have used on the unflipped one. Maybe. We'll see. I think regardless if they had the path or not, I think I prioritized the wrong thing, and I should have realized that it wasn't about racing. The thing in the ice is, while they will race eventually, we're more important to control the board than anything. The owls kept being clunky, and like they don't steal games. Like, owls only win you the game when you're like super far ahead. Whereas, like, Runeflare Trap is the type of card that can jump up and steal games when we're behind. So that's why I wanted to try this. The Noxious Revival is kind of sweet. I could actually see having another one of these over, like, the 4th Runeflare Trap, just because, like, this can be a trap when we really need it to be. All right, anywho,